The stars in the sky of Nos are a wildfire of colour. Sometimes pink, sometimes yellow, green, auburn, but always, always bright. That is, until people built their own stars. Street lamps, cities, creating so much light that the stars leave. Saddened and ashamed, their beauty outdone by a buzzing, man-made creation. Isn't it a wonder, then, that the best way to see the stars is for the cities to not be there at all? Skye, Azam. I believe it's the pair of you anyway.
Poncho's coming with us, yeah?
Poncho's coming?
Yes, I am with you guys.
It takes half a day to get to a small ruins of a town that this traveling salesman hides out in. A about 3-foot rust-brown beetle humanoid hovering about 2 foot off the ground. Oh, hey there, buddy. Poncho, I see you got 2 friends there. You new to Nos?
I'm the deputy.
Good morning, Rust Bucket. That is indeed. This is my new deputy, Deputy Skye.
Oh, wonderful. Well, Skye, it's an absolute honor to meet you. Hey, a new deputy needs a new weapon. I got a whole bunch of stuff. If you want some new armor, some upgrades, some things to help fight off the fiends of the crumbling sands, anything I can interest you in? I can knock off 100-200 credits on most things.
Tell you what, partner, I only got eyes for that staff there, and you wouldn't even be out any inventory, because I wouldn't need this one on my back. Do a little switcheroo?
I think what my friend's saying is, right, if we could work out a deal, we'd be very, very interested.
Yeah, I've got a perfectly good staff right here.
However, this staff is carbon fiber.
I'll give you 2,000 and this staff straight from the lower decks of Saga.
Do you know a lot about the lower decks of Saga? It's a very prestigious place for staffs.
4,500.
What if I were to drop in these Juggernaut boosters?
I got a pistol in my pocket I definitely don't want.
Maybe 3,000. We can bump it down to 3,000.
2,200.
3,000 is, I'm thinking, as low as I can go. However, if you want...
Come on, Rust Bucket. You're not gonna go down 800 credits for the dying wish of an orphan?
My friend.
I've actually gone down 3,150 credits. This is priced at 6,150.
But my friend, we are new to this place, and we're not exactly extremely wealthy, but we can help you out in some way. We have the town to help outfit. We could possibly arrange in the future to give you a place in our town to sell your wares yourself.
I'm aware of Nutrino Downs. Poncho and the others do come by fairly regularly. I'm not necessarily looking to settle down. I'm happy if you want to pay 1,000 now, or you could pay the 2,000 later.
Let's say 2,800, please, for me.
Okay, 2,800, but you pay all now, and I get those 3 items, then that is fine, I can do that.
I only have 2,265. Can I bum
I'll
some
cover
credits
you.
off you? Thank you.
Clearly you care about staffs very much. I see it's almost the only thing on your back. Anything else?
Small stack of rations if you have them.
10 for 100 credits.
Sounds good. Just so nobody asks where you came from.
Rations?
Well, yeah, but also just a small survival kit, med kit, that kind of thing.
Well, okay.
You sure about this?
Why not?
Don't whine on me, Skye. It's serious.
Don't act as if you don't put yourself in danger all the time, even though it's dumb.
Of course I do, but
Skye, I want to echo what Azam is saying. You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
It seems like it would be helpful. I feel like in life you gotta do a lot of things that you don't necessarily want to do because it's the right thing to do.
This is a direct communication from you to me.
Roger. I've always wanted a walkie-talkie. Over.
You don't forget to say over after you finish your sentences. Over.
Got it. Over. This is fun already.
Look, you gotta sell the part. You're not just going up in there looking like some bright-eyed kid who's looking for trouble.
I think I can handle that, Sheriff.
Yeah, you can. And I gently put my hands on Skye's shoulders and like adjust her lapel. I'll keep this for safekeeping. And I gently remove the golden star.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Don't worry, it'll be here when you get back. You know that you don't owe anyone anything, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just want to make sure that this isn't some sort of weird penance to make for what you've done in your past. Skye, you're young. It makes us who've been around for a bit longer a bit scared.
It's just a simple infiltration mission. Damn, guys. You're making me sweat.
Alright, well, I've got 2 more things for you.
Isn't this your copy of Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah, it's lucky.
Okay. I can't read Braille.
I don't think luck works like that.
Okay. Heavy luck. Jeez.
I pull out my flame rifle. Took this from Behef, you know. Probably make you look like a badass.
I imagine it would, but you think I'm ready?
My answer is usually no. No one's ever ready for it. You have a conscience, Skye. I've seen it. So what does your conscience say?
I don't know. One way to find out, I guess.
Here you are, then.
It's heavy.
Things like that usually are. Last thing, Skye. You know that little voice in the back of your head?
I don't know if I have one of
The
those.
moment it tells you to run, you run. Focus on yourself first.
Okay, is that gonna make you feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Good. You're ready.
Alright. We going our separate ways?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, Sheriff, can I actually talk to you real quick?
Oh, of course.
If she asks if I'm gonna cry, you say no.
Understandable. Don't worry.
You think Azam's gonna cry?
Zom, no. He's
I respect that. I don't believe you. And I take out an envelope. You know the plan? Keep it, open it if I die. Any other scenario.
Get rid of it, and I will act like it has never existed at all whatsoever.
I appreciate that, partner.
This is a bit of a weird question, but you said you're from Saga, right?
Yeah, lower decks.
A friend of mine was from Saga.
I don't know if I know them.
No, you wouldn't know them. They were part of my original crew. You know, the people who helped defend the town. Surprisingly enough, the person that bandana you're wearing right now belong to them.
That's a lot of pressure.
Don't view it as a lot of pressure, Skye.
Doesn't mean anything to you. It's just a bandana you were trying to
No,
get rid of.
You remind me a lot of them. Because, well, Sammy would have also done the same thing you're doing right now.
Oh, Sheriff, you can't say that to me.
I'm saying it because of this. They were a fighter. They were smart. They were quick. They knew how to think on their toes. I see a lot of them in you. Guess what I'm saying is, I trust you to handle this well, Skye. I trust you that you're gonna come back and I'm gonna burn this letter.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Alright, now skedaddle before Azam starts crying.
See you in 7 days. Also, on a meta level, WallE, I have actually written something. So that letter is now in your narrative hands.
Nutrino Downs has this quiet tension. The air is constantly slightly stressed from the fact that everyone knows that there is going to be a fight. But all of the townsfolk seem calm. They're almost resigned to this. In the afternoon, though, there is yelling coming from one of the rooms in the inn. But it ends with a door slam and Flare very angrily walking out into the main square. Out of Keelan's room. As you walk into the inn, you see Keelan leant against the banister, looking out over the saloon. His rifle strapped over his shoulder, a collection of bandages over his chest. But you only can tell because they're slightly poking out of his armor that he's already dressed in. And he has a packed bag to his side.
I'm sorry, what are you doing?
I mean no offense, of course, but I'm not in the game of dying today, not for this town, really. I'm gonna shoot before they come back.
Have you checked in with Flare about this situation, this decision that you made?
Mm-hmm.
I saw him storming off quite angrily, it looked like it. Is he on board with that? We don't plan on dying. You do know that, right? Your mind's totally made up on this.
I don't think this town has a whole lot of firepower, and I don't like the fact that Skye has gone off on their own. With what Flare has told me of the history, I don't believe that she's going to be coming back for us in a positive way.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't know anything about Skye. That's fine. We do. Skye hasn't killed either of you. Had plenty of reason to. that she's better than that. The only reason to be worried about Skye going off on her own is to be worried about Skye's well-being. I don't care what you do, but you should say goodbye to Scrap and to Azam. They gave a shit about you. I'm gonna go talk to your ward. I ran into Kelin. I agree.
He wanted me to go with him. I told him to fuck himself.
Good.
And he's not gonna go. He's a fucking coward.
I don't think he's a bad fellow, but I think that he wants to protect you.
I don't need protecting.
I know that.
We've spent so much of our time just bouncing at the first sign of danger, and that's not going to help anything, and here we're going to do something, you know? He will always pick running. We didn't do it with the Heth. He fucking didn't help you all. He forced me to stay inside the ship. Monsters are like ruling this galaxy. If we don't fight them, they will always win. And I'm fucking sick to death of running constantly.
I think you're right. I think you're right about some things. We should fight when it's warranted, and here it definitely is. But I do think that it is reasonable to be scared. To put you and people like you and Skye in danger for what we know is the right thing to do. Hella, I am only just learning about the right thing to do. So it's scary to put that on anyone's shoulders, especially someone young.
That's just it, though. That's the excuse everyone uses. You're young. You have your whole life left to live. You should leave. You're so young, you have no idea what you're talking about. No one gives any of us a fucking chance to make decisions on our own.
Flare? Where is Skye right now?
She's gone to try to infiltrate a gang.
Right. You think any of us like it? You think any of us are thrilled that she's in the snake pit? You think any of us are sleeping soundly? No. But she had her mind made up. She's tough, and she's strong, and she's capable, and she will probably be fine. But she is in charge of that. And that's how we do things. We worry about her, and we tell her what we think, and we tell her when we think it's a terrible idea. But it's her idea. And if you have ideas, I think we would all like to hear them.
I don't know. I don't have any ideas for now. I want to get my fucking leg working again so I can skate.
Well, maybe we can start there. We'll get off this planet together. Kelin will come around. He's worried about you, and he's acting like a big, old, fuddy, fucking duddy about it, but he will come around.
You worked with corporations, right?
I have.
Should be like a motivational speaker or something.
Oh. I don't think no one in any of those places would ever listen to anything I have to say. I just I'm just some lady. That would be silly. But I do know a thing or two about this group. And you're okay here. Keelan will be okay here as long as he screws his head on right and stops talking poorly about good people. Can you try something for me? Can you give a little spark? He'll come reach it right out of your hands.
Okay. This small spark in their hand, it's nothing like yours. It's small and unstable, but they manage to hold it for a bit. And they reach out. Their long anteater snout almost sucks up the energy like a straw. Flare doesn't really acknowledge this, aside from a slight proud smirk on their face, and as the energy dissipates and they let go.
I just give them a pat on the shoulder.
They readjust their stance with their arms, and as they do, their sleeve falls down a little, and you see small heth markings on them. Little implants where they have been jacked into larger machines. That was cool.
It was. But practice a bit and then Skye, we could show the others.
When the sun begins to set and you just check on the two of them, you see that Guy has joined. Flare attempts to pass this almost small ball of electricity around to the two of them, but it always disapparates in their hand, almost like a dog playing in snow. They always chase the ball, even though the ball immediately evaporates. You see one or two times when Flare accidentally stretches out their hand too fast and Guy gets a little electric shock. Their hair stands on end, and other times when Verpal just sucks it in. Theriac, are you spending most of your time resting?
Most of my time resting, yeah. Just hanging out, doing whatever plants do.
As you bask in the sunlight, there's a shy knock at your door. Hey, Doctor. Sorry for coming in. I know you're resting.
Mm.
Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Sure.
I tell you what, I must have taken quite a hit to the head when we crashed, because I'm a guy, I'm a dude, you know me. There's something I've been thinking about with spending more time with you and Flare. So you're obviously different. You like a plant, so you don't really ascribe to normal gendered things. And I'm hip with it. I like saying pronouns when I meet people and all that stuff. I'm wondering how you came to that conclusion.
Well, first of all, that's incorrect. On Raxel, we do have sexes. We're not genderless. There are still male and female plants and intersex plants. To be frank, there wasn't much of a need to ascribe, though. There's not really roles regarding that. So, growing up, I don't come from the same soil that you do. No pun intended.
Because Flare has a similar thing. They like the theys a lot, but also they're fine with the he's, and I always just thought that was a normal, an every, or like maybe it's because he lost like he like you know his. Do you think a rat could do kind of like what you do?
What do I do?
You know, you're like, you know, you use like theys and all that. Could a rat do that? Like too? Do you think, or do you think that would be like?
The pronouns of they them are not locked by species.
No, I know that. Like I've seen like loads of people with it. It's just I don't know if it like how like does it fit?
That's not for me to decide, is it? I am very good at classifying taxons. That's what you're asking is not taxonomy.
So it's not like a thing that you could tell me what it is.
The taxonomy is ascertaining the qualities that make a specific creature what they are from the outside perspective. Dragons and nematodes and symbiotes and various crops and describing, well, this is what this is how they reproduce, this is how they behave in these environments, this is the environments they prefer. What you're asking is to classify yourself. Regardless of what I, in my mind, classify you as, is not going to resolve the internal struggle that you are having with this identity.
Okay. I like the two. Like Flare uses like they as well, and I like that. I always thought that was just like a thing that everyone did. I like it.
Well, there you go.
I was kind of hoping that you could do like science stuff and like be like, oh, this is it, and this is like the answer, and it wasn't something that I had to like emotionally prepare for. I don't like. I'm not a fan of emotional digging.
Are you asking me to perform an evaluation test of your gender?
I was wondering if that was a possibility. Yeah.
I'm not licensed to do that.
You know, like I feel like, you know, they like really works for me. I like those. Like if when saying it, like I get a little like kind of the first time I thought it, I got a little spark and I thought that the chip in my head was going a bit weird, but then I did some checks and it was fine, and now I just kind of think that that's like an emotional response. But I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be wrong.
There's no right science. Science is not about being correct. Science is about experimentation. Science is about dabbling. Science is about testing. I think what you need to do is to test this theory that he, they are the designated pronouns for yourself.
Could you like help me experiment?
Well, I can refer to you by he, they pronouns.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm sorry to come and to disturb your resting time. Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Scrap.
Clap for that wonderful conversation. That's
yes. That was just wonderful.
Can I actually just say, when Azam and Poncho re-entered town, that Ike is back on her way to do other things and runs into his Kelin's Got a bad attitude.
Hello to you too, Ike.
Hi.
What do you mean by a bad attitude?
He was quite rude. I don't know. He seems to like you, Azam.
I'm sorry that he treated you that way.
Well, he was rude about Skye. And frankly, about Flare.
I feel like you're telling us the result of a conversation, but you're not exactly engaging in what happened.
Some of it's not mine to tell. Kelin, I think, wants to leave before the fight. And he had choice words about Skye's character. I didn't like that and I told him off. And I'm sorry if that creates extra work for anyone, but I couldn't hear it. So I just wanted you to be aware before you walked into a big old mess.
I hate to break it to you. Look around. We're in a big old mess.
Oh, I agree, but at least we're trying to do something about it.
Well, you gotta understand this, Ike, is that in a situation like this, people are gonna, what's the term, fight or flight. It's perfectly natural. That's why I posed that offer to y'all when I asked y'all to do this.
I think what the issue is, if I'm gathering this right, is Kelin objects to the fact that we let Skye make her own decision, whereas Kelin would prefer to make a decision for Flare.
It's a little bit more like that he thinks we are going to be bad for Flare. And he's putting that all on Skye.
I will talk to him about how they treat our girl.
That's why I wanted to talk to you. Good.
You might want to go and help Theriac with what medbay you were saying you're going to build.
Oh, yes. Much to do.
I got you something.
Oh,
And I hold out a armor set that I just purchased.
it's brand new. It's so shiny. What do I owe you?
You don't owe me anything. I also got this for you.
And I pull out the pet carrier.
Oh, Verbal, this'll actually help us. Is it terribly too much?
What could I do for a bunch of credits? Except make sure you all survive this.
I think we're gonna do great.
Whew, anyway, I suppose I have a discussion with Kelin to engage in. Poncho, what exactly do you want to do to prepare for this?
I'd definitely like to fortify the buildings, that's for certain.
I meant, how do you want to work with the populace? They're gonna need someone that they can trust and listen to, and that cannot be me.
Well, I mean, I am already the sheriff of this town. What else is there beyond that?
Reassure these people. Tell them what the plan is. Remind them what we're fighting for.
You're right. Maybe I'll gather up everyone in the center of town, let them know what's happening.
I think that's a grand idea. Okay, I'm gonna go have a good cry now. Excuse me.
Miles away. In a different town. A town the same size, but every building feels so far apart. If there was any community, any joint factor that brought people together, it has been disbanded. The sun is dipping behind the sand dunes. There are lights on in the tavern, in the saloon.
Skye breathes in, and Skye breathes out. And she walks into the saloon.
Almost like a storybook. People stop.
My name is Skyscraper. Someone here has to know what that means.
You see three figures that you recognize. These two Vesk that Poncho named the Monitor Brothers, and this large toad person. Well, if the deputy of Nutrino Downs ain't got some guts after all. You wanted an early death? Decided that you couldn't wait 7 days?
I'm interested in joining you.
What makes you think that I'm gonna let a deputy of a town that I have threatened join the Baron's men?
I take my bow staff in one hand and my gun in the other, and I let them drop to the floor. My ship crash landed here about 2 weeks ago. And my shipmates are spending all of our resources, money, and time to help Nutrino Downs. I think they're fools, and I think it's a waste of time.
I'm not a stupid man, but I do like a good story. If you want, maybe we can make you useful to the Baron.
I'm already useful to the Baron.
Astrid! A woman, 19, possibly 20 years old. Short hair, shaved, one side of the head. Not blonde. Sitting slightly further away from other people. You know, the job that's waiting for you in the morning. Once you get game, once you get Vanny, why don't we push it to now? Think I found you a new ward. I ain't gonna be babysitting for you. I want to join the fight of Nutrino Downs. I ain't here. Astra, if you want to prove yourself to the Baron, you're gonna listen to what I damn say. Yes, sir. Hey, newbie. Come over here. She kicks a chair out of the table. The store in town, the owner's fallen behind on some payments. Willing to go say hi?
That's what I do.
Takes all sorts, I guess. Welcome to the gang. Silent one. Alright. Hey, gang! Go get Vanny. Alright, fresh meat. You ever held a gun before?
Yeah.
You ever threatened a man before?
More times than I can count.
What was your name, darling? Walk with us. You see an old man, graying. He has a poorly kept but passionately kept mustache. A series of credits and papers fill the counter of the store. The store is poorly stocked, but from the panic in their eyes as you walk in, it's not because the store is selling so much stuff that they can't keep it on the shelves.
I don't look him in the eyes. I do like I was trained to do and glare at him right between his eyebrows.
Well, looks like you're behind. I'm trying to make it work. I am sorry. We gave you a pretty good deal here, and the Baron is not happy with the fact that you're missing payments again and again and again. People aren't buying stuff anymore. You build stores. I do not care about the why you haven't been paying. I just care about the fact you haven't been paying. How much have you got on you? I need to eat. Me and my family, like we need. I don't care. If you can't eat without this, you don't eat. Alright. This older man sits up from behind the counter, hand shaking, and hands a large amount of credits over. Thank you, darling. If this is short, we're going to be back. Next time, maybe think about a meal plan. As Estrid turns, you, Skye, see the man's hand shake slightly quicker. And he reaches under the counter and pulls out a small revolver and points it toward Estrid.
And then, just as Skye was conditioned to do, without even a moment to think, she raises her gun, cocks it, and fires. And as the cacophonous sound of the gunshot echoes through the store, there is a brief flash of horrific realization and regret on Skye's face before she swallows it.
Well, seems you're going to be useful to us after all. Thank you, Skye.
It's what I do.
Game, Vanna, darling. Do you mind giving me and Skye a little space? Go back to the saloon. Tell everyone what happened. Me and Skye are gonna catch the train. I will be honest. The Baron's gonna be pissed that you have just taken a good influx of money from him. I think we should, explain the situation. Pay him a visit.
I had some things I wanted to say to the Baron anyway.
We're going to take a small break here.
Skye villain arc? Hello?
Hey, gang.
No.
Hey.
Skye's trying to leave her villain arc.
You just
Hello?
re-entered it. I'm so sorry to notify you.
Oh yeah, after last session, I walked into Matt's room and I was like, I know what I need. So this is
I
Been
know
a
what I
week of
must
that.
do.
As you spot Kelin giving some minor pointers to someone who's learning how to fire a heavier rifle than they used to.
I wait, arms crossed, and like lean against a door jamb and just stare at Keelan for a little bit until there's a break. And then I nod my head in a direction in which there's a small alcove.
So you know what I've heard. Do you want to explain yourself?
Not particularly.
Keelan, there's going to be a day in which you don't get to make choices for Flare anymore.
I know. Flare, we suspect, is 19. He is a man grown in...
You think you don't influence Flare's actions? Sure, full-grown man. Up until the day I no longer could talk to her, I was still influenced by my mother. People are still influenced by their parents, and make no mistake, to Flare you are a parent. You're lucky.
He has a passion. There's a passion that I don't feel. People don't do good just for the sake of other people. They do good if there's something they get out of it.
Make no mistake. That will change, Vlad. It'll inform their decisions. They'll grow up to have that same hatred. And I don't think you want that. So don't be the better version of yourself. Don't believe in other people for you. I get it. It's hard. Especially when you're like us, and tired, and bitter. Do it for him. Just like I'm trying to do it for Skye.
I believe that Skye, when shown a better way off of this planet, an easier way, will be lured.
I sent that girl into a lion's den. And I'm scared. I cannot walk without pains in my chest. She's a child. But it's something she had to do. So I pretended. I shouldn't say she's a child, but to me she is. You've made a bold assumption. But more importantly, you're assuming that you made an easy choice to join the Hef. For all you know, you could have been pushed to doing it, you could have been threatened into doing it. Perhaps you did it because there was no other option. I don't know why you made the decision you did, but you are not giving yourself any kindness by suggesting you did it because it was easy. It's understandable to be afraid, it's understandable to act out. I'm not blaming you for what you said to Ike. But Keelan, I don't think you're happy. Don't hold the dislike you have for your past self against Skye, or perhaps most importantly, against Flare.
I don't suspect that it would be an easy decision for Skye to turn. But I do think the path is less grueling.
I'm trying to help.
Did you ever consider that you should probably help yourself first? Because all I see is someone who doesn't know how to act, telling other people how to. Telling people how to live their best life. Perhaps you should pick up a radio that you were given, or start wearing your fucking engagement ring again.
We don't wear our engagement rings. We hammer them in once we get married, so I cannot wear it. But thanks for bringing it up. Reminded me that maybe I should stop believing in you. Like you said, I've got baggage. And speak ill of Skye again, and I'll be far less nice about it. Have fun training.
Somewhere else in the desert, Skye rides next to Estrid. The Nos moon high in the sky, and they decide to make a campfire. They stare up at the sea, measuring distance between stars with their fingers. So you crash landed, huh? You ever been to many planets? My parents did. Farers for most of their life. They traveled from planet to planet and landed here. Decided to settle down for a reason that goes far beyond me. They liked sand and dead planets, apparently. At least that's what they told me. I didn't know them very well. I left when I was very young. I'm gonna see the whole galaxy. I might just go to another galaxy entirely. Figure out how those Bifrost engines handle. I've been saving up. Not a lot. Not enough for a spaceship, but I'm almost there for a ticket. The Baron is the only person in Nos, outside of New Moors, who pays in credits. They're gonna give me the money to leave.
What's New Moors?
It's where the Baron's from. The only city on all of Nos that has not been completely abandoned. I can't play a lot on this. I can't play it very well either. Don't mind me. You can keep brooding. You play music?
No. Could I try? The guitar? Alright. Look, this is how you do it, alright? You gotta press down real hard. Hey, there you go. You're learning. We weren't allowed to play music in the void.
Void. You hear whispers on the wind, all over the galaxy. Taking names, kicking ass. Getting paid more than anyone I've ever met. A gang of people that don't listen to nobody.
That's not true. We listen to our leader, Embassy. And if you don't, you're not void.
It sounds just like a job to me.
It's more than a job. It's a lifestyle.
Hook me up?
I won't do that to you.
Sounds fun, though.
It's not. Watch the fire. I gotta go take a piss.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello? Hello. Over.
Speak ill of Skye again, and I'll be far less nice about it. Have fun training.
Hello? Hello? Over?
Skye, that you? Over. Over.
Over.
Over.
Yeah, it's me.
Skye, this is Sheriff. Over.
Still alive. Over.
Good.
I just wanted to hear your voices again.
It seems like you're getting a bit lost. Skye.
I got a little lost for a second, but it wasn't any more than a second.
You are good. One mistake does not have to define you. Want me to hand it over to someone else?
Yeah, can I talk to Scrap?
Don't see Scrap. Hold on, I might know. It's Skye. Do you mind giving it to Scrap?
Of course.
Also, I'm sure she'd want to hear your voice at least once.
Okay. Hi, Over.
Hi, Over.
Skye, it's okay. I don't know what's going on over there. I assume you have it handled. I just want to say that flare has some integrity.
I'm gonna be honest, I never doubted that. Over.
That's good. I'll tell you more about it. Back on whatever ship we're on later. Oh, I see them. Okay. Scrap.
Yeah, what's up?
Skye's on.
Give it.
Okay,
give it.
breathe.
How the fuck's my main girl doing?
You forgot to say over, dumbass.
You know what I mean. I don't need to say, fuck it. How's my main girl doing? Over.
I'm good. Everything here is going good.
Oh, I had a talk with the doctor. I think I'm noun binary.
Yeah.
It's interesting, I just didn't know that.
Oh, I did.
Oh,
Good job, you guys.
you're way smarter than I ever am.
Can I talk to you alone for a second?
Yeah. What's up?
You by yourself?
I am over.
Scrap, I think I messed up.
Are you alive?
I am.
Skye, you being alive is all that matters, alright? If they believe you, trust you, whatever, You're alive. It doesn't matter what it was. You could fix a mistake.
I can't fix this one, Scrap. Scrap, I did it again. I can't talk anymore. I thought I could handle it. I couldn't.
Hey.
I thought things were different. I thought I was different, and they weren't. I just got caught up in the moment.
Skye, listen to me. Soon you're gonna be safe. Back home. And I need you to come home. Whatever it takes.
I forgot to say over.
We get it.
Don't tell them yet.
Skye, everything that you and I have done to be safe, it stays between us. I don't care what you do. We are the patchwork, you and me.
Okay.
I love you, Skye. I don't want to get too mushy about it. I don't need you to say it back. I can feel you grimacing on the other end of the phone.
Oh God, thank you. Over. I gotta go. This is a suspiciously long piss.
Quit pissing.
Tell everybody bye for me, okay?
Yes, Captain.
Okay, bye, boss.
Everyone here, you don't know me, or you probably do know me. My name is Sheriff Poncho. I'm the sheriff of this town. And for many years, the Baron has sent his men here to scare us, to shake us down, and try to turn the town over to him. And every time the Baron would send his men, I went out there alone to face them. And I've done this job alone for a very, very long time. But you know what? Not today. Today, at the edge of our hope, at the edge of our time, we have chosen not to just believe in ourselves, but I decided to believe in a group of people that come from the stars and crash land on this planet. And they've given me the hope that today we're all going to stand together and we're going to fight them. Right now, the Baron is on his way, but today, we're not going to be alone. No, not today. Today, we are canceling the apocalypse.
Now, the Baron's a weird-looking guy. We're only gonna be in and out. Alright?
Okay.
Howdy, dog. We're here to see you, Baron. We have some news about Dry Creek. At the end of this carriage, there's a lone table. Behind it, an engine, and in front of the engine, this hunched, grey-haired, old man sits. A heavy breathing apparatus. A huge lump of trinium ore sits in front of them. Wires connected to it feed into the back of his head. As they spot you, their body raises, and these 8 metal legs stretch out from the bottom half of them.
Skyscraper.
We are in the void now. Why have you come here, void member?
My ship crashed here. I was hoping we could help each other.
We lost a man at Dry Creek, one of the payments. Skye here saved my life. He pulled a gun on me after we took payment, and Skye took care of it.
Void does train them well. Very good, Skye. Have you heard of a town? Nutrino Towns.
I just came from there. I have some information you might find useful.
Spit it out.
You have more power and resources than Nutrino Towns could ever hope to obtain. They know this. So they're going to try and outsmart you. They're currently gathering as much ore as they possibly can, so that when you get there, there won't be any left to take. They're going to hide it in the old town hall.
Thank you for telling me, Skyscraper. Maybe you are useful. Do you know what this ore is, Skyscraper?
All I am required to know is that you desire it.
Clever girl. You have not been here long. I'm far older than a human should live. The sheriff of the town. He is stopping me from living. Can you believe that? He used to be such an empathetic man. He is a sad man. We have tried to cut them deals, but they only care for their crop. They have made their decision.
You have so few years left. They're precious. They're a scarcity. They should be protected. I have years in abundance. All those years belong to you now. And I'd like to kneel before this man, please and thank you.
Esther, you bring me such a gift. Member of the void in our flock, who lead us to great things. person leading this small flock, Hanak, is a good man. He is loyal. He lacks integrity. He lacks the willpower to lead. You lead these people.
If it is your will, I'll see it done.
I am glad. Skyscraper. This train has stopped here. I'm glad it has given us the ability to meet.
You are fucking crazy.
You have no idea.
Hi there, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for listening to The Atomless. I have a few quick thank yous before I shout out the players. We'd just like to thank Meba444, Sunny420, Daniel Neruda, and Noah for joining our Patreon. If you want a shout out, join the Patchwork support tier, but every tier has extra content and other wonderful things, such as Wild Time stickers from Andre and our Discord where you can chat with the crew. Our music today was provided by Artlist under their fair use license. If you're interested in seeing our unedited actual plays, clips, and animatics, please check out our YouTube channel. And big news for people who listen to The Atomless and also enjoy being clean. We have teamed up with the Familiar Shop to make some Atomless themed soaps. Each member of the Patchwork has collaborated to create a soap based around their character. Skye is strawberry, Azam is bonfire and incense, Ig is cotton candy, and Theriac is eucalyptus and bergamot. Fitting that the scents in Theriac soaps are so hard to pronounce. If you find yourself low on shower supplies, head over to the Familiar Shop on Etsy. Our players today were Momo O'Brien playing Skye, Super Dylan playing Ig, Norden Ali, who is Werewolf Feels on socials, who played Azam, and Andre Rivera Art, who played our wonderful garlic Theriac. Our game master, or space god, was Matthew Ekberg, and I think they're great, but I might be biased. Thank you all so much for listening, and next time we fly through the Atomless Sea, I hope you'll be there to fly with us.